Hi guys, Pat with Barefoot Woodscraft. I wanted to shoot this video today real quick because I get a lot of questions asked about the item in front of you, and I don't mean the haversack. I make these and sell these, but realistically there really isn't much of a reason why anybody can't make their own. What it is a Saami Repair kit or sewing kit. The design is basically timeless. I mean, as far as my research goes and everything that I've seen and read, the Saami have been making these and using these for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. For those that don't know, the Saami are the indigenous people of northern Scandinavia and Russia. That they are natural reindeer herders. That's what their traditional vocation is. But because of changing times and economy and etc., they've moved into fishing, forestry, and that sort of thing. But the reindeer herding, nomadic reindeer herding, is still by far and large the traditional vocation. Now, this is my take on it. You can easily do a Google search if you want and find a lot of different pictures and a lot of different examples of Saami repair kits or Saami sewing kits. But the biggest question I get isn't necessarily what is it, but it's more of a question of how does it work. So what I have here is, I just finished making this one. It's a deer leg bone and a couple of antler toggles and just some leather in between. So how this works is, all you do is you pull it, and the bone or antler, bone and antler are the two traditional materials that the Saami used. So that's what I like to use. And you have your contents. And so what happens is, since the bone is hollow, you just pull and it contains itself and keeps it out of the weather, so it doesn't break, get nasty, etc., etc. But like I said, this is my take on it. So in the ones I make, I include, you can see, a sewing needle, an English manufactured sail needle, which is, they're very high quality. I actually use these for an awl with my leather work that I made myself, that they're that sharp and that well. And a 2-inch safety pin, and then artificial sinew around it all. And I like the artificial sinew because you can actually split it into threads, and so you can actually double or triple the amount of thread that you have. And then this toggle down here, when you pull it, it stops the whole works from getting pulled all the way through. And then this one, as I said, this is my own little twist. You can put it through this cut I made in the leather. Of course it's giving me fits because I'm trying to record it. And so now it's sitting on a loop, so you can hang it off something. And traditionally these were worn around a belt or a sash around their waist, and so it was a very important piece of equipment for them, and it still is, just because in those kind of cold climates, being able to repair your clothing and different items of equipment becomes vital. And even reading Samuel Hearn, his voyage to the Northern Ocean, he mentions at one time that he was basically robbed by his guides, and they left him with his needles, a knife, and an awl, and a couple of other things. But even, to the indigenous people in northern Canada, methods and ways to fix your clothing and your other items of equipment were extremely important to them, that they realized the importance of it just for basic survival. And another thing that I do is, farther back down on the strap, I have another cut for being able to hang it off of a button, which in today's modern Scandinavia, I guess you could say, that hanging things off of buttons and suspender buttons is kind of a traditional way of carrying knives, etc. And so, as kind of an homage to that, what I've done is, as you can see, this is my haversack, and inside I've sewn a button, and this is a super basic one, that all this has in it is one needle and some sinew. But I can hang this off of a button in my haversack, and it's right there, it's out of the way, and there you go. Like I said, this is just a super basic one, that it's, again, bone enclosure, and all I did was knot each end and then a cut in the middle for my button, and that's pretty much it. A lot of these, if you look at real ones made by them, it's astounding the level of artistry that they put into these, and the scrimshawing and the carving and whatnot that they did to them. But I haven't quite gotten to that point yet, but I just wanted to share this real quick. That's what these are, and that's how they work. It's really simple. All of them that I've given away and sold, the people love them. They find them real handy, and that's not a pitch for you to buy one from me. It's more of just an example of how useful an item it is, and how you can easily pack a needle and some thread in an innocuous way without really getting in the way or taking up a whole lot of space or weighing a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful to some of you guys that have the questions, and go out and make your own. I'd love to see what you guys come up with. So, like always, get out, feel the world, have some fun, and make some gear for yourself instead of buying it. Let's try that. So, alright guys, have a good one.